Well, looky there, it's that time of the year. It's over. The year's over. It's gone, pretty much. I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, and it's time to talk about the favorite figures that came out in the year. Now, I did a poll on my community tab asking, well, like, my original top 10 list was just going to be, like, all robots besides one of them. So should I make a separate video for all the action figures and then one for the robots? And everyone pretty much said yes. So that's what I'm going to do. A disclaimer before we get started, I'm not a super duper Marvel Legends super articulated kind of collector. I'm not after Mezco 112, so I don't get all the Marvel Legends. I cherry pick what I like, and obviously I'm more of a robot guy. That's why there's a whole separate list for robots that's going to be coming out here soon. So some of these things on the list are going to be I would have never thought of that. I would have put Scarlet Spider on instead. I would have put Mezco, and I don't own any Mezco. And just a disclaimer, the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would have been on this list if I would have gotten them, but I didn't. So I do have them pre-ordered, and they're definitely going to be on the next year's list, but I don't have them. And that upsets me. So let's just start off with number 10. Number 10 goes to something absolutely no one would ever put on their list, but I am. That is this. You may be thinking, oh, what is that? It's Mr. Freeze. This is a, what do they call a pose? True pose? Something weird like that. It's basically the 12-inch budget figures for DC. By the way, bye-bye, Mattel DC stuff. I'll see ya. But anyways, this 12-inch Mr. Freeze is actually really good. These 12-inch figures are actually really nice and posable. I mean, they're not painted the nicest, but you can actually turn his head in the dome without actually popping off the dome. And by the way, you can pop off the dome if you need to. And I'm a huge Mr. Freeze fanatic, and what can I say? I love this thing. Number 9 goes to the TVC Range Trooper. Now, TVC had a few pretty decent releases this year, since this was the first year TVC came back, but the Range Trooper by far was my favorite. It's just so nice looking, it just poses really nice, it's a really cool trooper design, and what can I say, man, it's a nice thing, and I'm happy that at least to some extent, we have a mainline Star Wars 3¼ inch collection back in stores again, even though they decided, hey, let's make Wave 1, let's make 1,000 cases of Wave 1 per store, and they're never going to sell, and now TVC sales are going to be bad, and retailers probably aren't going to want to buy them anymore, so they're going to have to go exclusive again or something. It's terrible. I would have probably had the TVC Mimbin Stormtrooper on this list, but I didn't have a chance to get that because I don't like overpaying for my Star Wars action figures, so, I swear the whole trend of, I didn't get that is going to end. It's going to end, okay? Here's number 9. Number 8 goes to Thanos! Oh, it's Thanos. I really do love this thing. Marvel Legends. There's actually quite a few Marvel Legends on this list this year, and I think the Marvel Studios' The First 10 Years line killed it. They killed it. It was great. And this Thanos is by far the definitive version of MCU Thanos. The Build-A-Figure's nice, but the skin tone and the paint's way better on this one. He has little details on his gold armor. And a couple shout-outs to some other Marvel Legends I really liked this year. I really liked the normal Black Panther figure they released. I really liked 90s Deadpool because that body mold is just really nice. But they're not on the list. So there's Thanos, or Thanos, however you want to pronounce it. You can add him to your Fortnite collections, because that's a thing that exists now, because you can buy Fortnite action figures. Even though I couldn't get the TVC one, number 7 goes to the Black Series Mimbin Stormtrooper. If you know me, you know I'm pretty much done with Black Series, and that's kind of funny because everyone's like, man, 2018 was the best year for Black Series ever. Dengar was great. All of them are just so great, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done with it. they already lost me, okay? But I did buy 3. I bought 3 Black Series figures this year. I bought this guy, I bought Tarkin, who is not on the list, and I bought one more, which is on the list. And this Mimbin Stormtrooper, man, it's just reusing the old body from 2013, but I don't care. It's really cool looking. I love the Mimbin Stormtrooper design, and I think this figure is just really fun to play with and just to have. I'm really, I'm super selective on Black Series to the point where I only bought 3 this year. I didn't get any of the bounty hunters because I sold off my other bounty hunters besides Boba Fett. Oh, no. Hey, at least that archive line exists if I ever decide to change my mind, which I definitely will not. Anyways, there we go. Mimbin Stormtrooper. Number 6 goes to a big boy that yet again would not be on anyone else's lists. That is the Disney Store Venom. Man, this Disney Store Venom is just so cool. I did a whole review on it if you want to check it out. It's just so big and chunky and it talks. And what can I say, man? I'm a toy fan before being a figure fan. So this figure is definitely, it's so awesomely toyetic. I cannot get over it. If you're a huge Venom fan and you like huge toys, get this thing, get it, because you're not going to be disappointed. Getting to the top 5, next up we have Black Series Commander Wolf. In my 3/4 the way video, I kind of forgot to get this guy out to even be a contender. But he's cool, man. He's cool, and I like him. And because I'm a clone guy, I had to put a clone trooper on the list. Like, this was one of the only clone troopers they released this year, if I'm not mistaken, if not, like, the only one. So, I like him. I did a full review on him, yet again, if you want to check that out. I haven't removed his helmet in a while. I just want to look at this really awesome head. Oh, that's such a cool head. At least I have one figure with, like, the new Black Series face print tech, because that face print tech, man, is amazing looking. Another controversial opinion, because I feel like it. Black Series face prints are 1,000 times better than the SH Figuarts faces. I don't get the deal with everyone loving the SH Figuarts faces. I think the new Black Series faces look way better. But that's just my opinion, though. I'm a huge Iron Man fan, so naturally, number 4 had to go to the new Marvel Studios The First 10 Years, Iron Man Mark 7. It's so good. It's so good, man. I love it. It's just nice. Now, granted, there is definitely, like, better Marvel Legends that came out this year, and don't worry, there's one that I know a lot of people are going to agree on that's further down the list. But this is just really cool, man. It's really cool. And as a huge Iron Man fan, I love it. And it's definitely the definitive Iron Man. Unfortunately, but also fortunately, it's really not selling too well, so you can get it pretty cheap. And if you can get it for like $15-10, do it. Do it, because it's worth it. It's a very nice Iron Man. And if you only want one Iron Man for the collection, because I know a lot of people are just after the one, this is it. Number 3 is cheating because it's 2 figures, but I don't care. It's the Cap and Crossbones 2-pack. Oh man, I'm just in love with this, and I love it. And I have reasons why I love it, and I'm going to tell you why. So first, talking about Cap, a lot of people kind of have issues with the proportions on him, because it's the old body and a new head. And I kind of see where they're coming from. I honestly can't agree with that. But just look at this head, man. That is Chris Evans as Captain America. And then there's the shield. It just looks so nice. It's just, and the figure itself is already really good. So this is my definitive Captain America. This is what I have in the collection. Because with Marvel Legends, and besides like Iron Man and all that, I only want one definitive version of a character. So this is the only Cap I have, and I'm very happy with it. Then talking about Crossbones, number 1, he's a badass looking character. I mean, can you blame me? He's looking very cool. Even though he wasn't too much of a character, he was still really cool looking. And this figure is also really cool looking. Unfortunately, he can't hold any of his pistols or anything, which is a downer. But he's cool, man, and I love him. And that's why this 2-pack is number 3. And also, I got it for like $20, which is a steal. Some people may be surprised to see number 2 because I took it off on one of like the halfway there or something. But man, I love it too much. Wolverine. It's so good. It is so good. Like I said, I'm a very casual Marvel Comics fan. I don't have time to read comics, so I don't really read comics, and I know a lot of people don't like that. Whatever, it's fine. I just like action figures and toys, and I like Wolverine a lot. I think he's a cool action figure, and I think he's a cool character. So this Wolverine, especially this design, is my favorite. Always has been. And this figure just kicks all of the ass. And I think it's a testament to how great this is that you don't have to be like a Wolverine fan that has read every single Wolverine comic to appreciate how amazing this thing is. And what can I say, man? This is the definitive Wolverine. Here we go. At least in Marvel Legends. If anyone knows me, they're not going to be surprised by number 1. But if anyone doesn't know me, they're going to be like, why did you put that on number 1? The ankles, though. The ankles. Storm Collectibles Goro. Ooh, number 1. I've been waiting for this thing to come out for years, man. For years. And what can I say besides it's actually out, I actually have it, and it's really good. It's not perfect. It is not perfect. The elbow range could be far better. And the ankles, yeah, they kind of are a problem. But then again, the elbow range, what could they do with those big chunky arms without making it look really odd? And the ankles, I kind of see why they did that, because otherwise he may be really unstable if the ankle joints get loose. But the thing is, the Sub-Zero and that whole ninja mold was so perfect that I feel like it was going to be hard for them to match that ever again. And I love this Goro. I love him, but he's not my favorite of the two. And the Sub-Zero is still my favorite 6-inch action figure of all time. It's still my number 1. Goro is not. Goro is maybe like number 9, something like that. Because there's tons of other Marvel Legends that kick its ass. There's even some Black Series that I think are better than this Goro. But I still love it. It's still my number 1 action figure of the year. But it's not my number 1 favorite thing that was released in the year because, well, let's just say, if you're a fan of Transformers, if you're a fan of Gundam, you should probably stay tuned for part 2, where I talk about those, because what can I say, man? Transformers killed it this year. Power of the Primes, Studio Series, even a few other kind of things. Oh my god. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I know some of my opinions are a little controversial, that's why I have it stressed in the description and all that it's my opinion, man. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links down in the description below if you have a chance, as well as my P.O. Box address if you want to send me some meme-erific goodness. That's pretty much it, guys. Have a good day. Happy 2019. It's already 2019. That's ridiculous. I remember when I was a kid, and it was like, oh, 2017, the year I graduate, is like so far from now, and it's already 2019. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Okay, bye.